Welcome back to this week's episode of the Indy and Doctor podcast. Times have changed. Things have moved on. We'll come to that later. First of all, let's talk about IndiGo Airlines, Garan. Tell me about IndiGo Airlines.
Indy's the father. We'll talk about later.
We'll come to that later.
Okay.
Let's talk about IndiGo Airlines, bro. Come on. You know, you've got a lot of family out there. Fill me in. What's been going on?
Quintessential, and we're going to talk about the videos, but quintessential Indian, well, I was going to say Indian reaction, but we've got a French reaction, which we're going to be talking about, which I thought was so left, right? I actually got ChatGPT to listen to the clip and tell me what she's saying in French. So we can talk about that.
You can tell me that in a bit.
Yeah. So essentially, this is a good thing that's come from the aviation sector in India. They've basically come out with some guidelines which are transnational, all airlines, all, with the kind of umbrella of safety. So more rest times for the pilots, the staff, things like nighttime landings, limiting them from 6, say to 2. Safety, good thing. Right. So now bring in, and all airlines were given this kind of, I think, the heads up in like 2024. These changes are going to be
January
coming.
2024.
Right. So it's not like, like you think about Indian government, you think, oh yeah, night before 5 p.m. Chalo, kal nu tusi change kar do. Yeah. It wasn't any of that. Long lead time. This is what's coming. And obviously, like in any country, you have kind of, let's say, the more premium airlines. Like I said, it's BA for us. And for India, that'd be Air India, I guess. And then you have the kind of the smaller airlines that kind of, do the cheaper runs. They do more the kind of domestic e-flights or short. Also for us, that would be like Ryanairs and the EasyJets, where I
think IndiGo Airlines fall in that category, right?
Yeah, that would be the
no
kind
frills,
of comparison.
Relatively convenient flights.
Convenient, you pay a certain... The thing is, though, having just gone to Budapest recently, it's like, when you get that top line, because everyone goes to Skyscanner pretty much before you go to maybe the main airline. I don't know, do you book through Skyscanner or do you go direct to the airline once you've done your research to Skyscanner?
I check both.
Yeah, you check both, but where do you end up doing the booking through?
Whichever's cheapest.
All right, fine. I end up still, I only use Skyscanner for research. But anyway, you see the top line thing, and then you get into like Ryanair, and then it's like, oh, if you want this seat, £2.50. And if you want priority boarding, no, £2.50. And if you want fast track, £2.50. And then you get to the end, you're like, well, looking like £75 the flight, £700 the flight hogi, like the magnitude of 10, right?
I don't know what mad booking upgrades you're getting added on, but
anyway,
okay.
What was my point? Yeah, so it is supposed to be that cheap thing, but it's not so cheap, whatever. So it sounds like, and they asked for an extension as well, IndiGo Airlines.
They asked the government for an extension to these new guidelines.
The government. And they just didn't comply, and then all shit hit the fan, and there was complete chaos because you had mass cancellation, and that meant massive travel disruption. And then, what it made me think when I watched the videos which we're going to discuss? I said this, I don't think me and Shindy were discussing this. The whole world is one big social contract. Do you agree with that statement? Do you understand the statement first?
Maybe. Depends on what you're going to say afterwards.
Yeah, fair. So I'll explain it a little bit. The idea that we don't walk around and kill each other for each other's land and resources like used to be the case, because we've just agreed that it's just better just to coexist. But there is a boiling point, right? And you get these kind of spikes now and again. And obviously now we're really connected on social media and everything gets shared on Twitter and we see it. And the fury, right, that comes from the mob. And nothing characterizes a mob more than India, I would say.
Than an angry Indian mob.
Indian mob, right? Yeah. Like they're just...
We do mobs the best, bro.
Burning effigies, Indian players not performing in cricket. Like, it's like one day...
Passion, some would say.
There's Butte and we love you and we're going to serenade you. And then the next day, death. Like it's so extreme, right? And obviously, any country can get there. England can also get there. I feel like we're just really polite for a long period of time before that ever boils over. It's like, oh, please, sorry, yeah, please, yes, sorry, please, can you please?
I think that even that's wearing away now, mate.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, but it takes time, right?
That's a record. Or how long is that? 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Is that another one of my phrases? Or
yeah,
you've never told me that one. I said that one.
Oh, bro, yes. Oh my god, every episode. The Come on.
There you told me about. You didn't tell me. I said the other one. Guys, if you're
Oi
listening,
Makenda. Whenever I say something, like, yeah, oi Makenda. And then you move on the conversation. That's exactly how you do it. That's what I said. I was like, you didn't say it, but okay.
I've missed you berating me. That's nice. Aman didn't do this. Me and Aman. Did you tell Aman to not let me speak about cricket? Is that what you told him?
I said, if you're going to do that, keep it to the very end of the episode where people are likely going to have long gone by then.
Oh, so interesting. You know me too well. But yeah, that is basically it. So shit hit the fan. We had reactions.
Well, I found a couple other things out about it.
Do tell.
All found from the notorious BBC website. So apparently, IndiGo asked for an exemption to the rules until Feb 2026, as they weren't prepared for this, even though they could have gone live with this in June. And they knew it had been coming for a while, but they just didn't get their scaling up of pilots in place and cabin crew in place, basically. So they have been given an extension to Feb, so things are getting back to normal. But the same thing's going to happen then. It won't just miraculously fix itself overnight. Because you would think, oh, just hire a bunch of pilots. Easy job. No. Pilots apparently have about a notice period of 6 to 12 months. And there's also, if you're going to have new pilots, you have to take them through training, etc., all that time. So this might actually happen again in Feb. This entire process comes to the forefront again. The problem that IndiGo have is apparently IndiGo Airlines made it big during the fall of Jet and Kingfisher because they filled the gap in there. But now Air India are coming for their slice of the pie. So they're like, oh, you're struggling to keep up. We've already got our stuff in check. Let's just jump in and take your market share. So pretty smart. You're on mute, mate. I can't hear a word you're saying.
I said opportunistic. I think if they're going to survive or for this to not happen again in February, they'd have to operate at a loss. That's the issue, basically. It comes down to money, right? Like everything you're saying is going to take time. If they haven't got time to do it and they can't legally meet the requirements with their current logistics, then you have to operate at a loss, less flights, cancel.
They've run a very lean business model at the moment as well. Everything is quite, I wouldn't say cheap, but it's lean, and they aren't running at like a high cost thing. But what this is going to do is send their costings over the edge. Their statement was cheeky as fuck. It said they apologized and acknowledged the unforeseen operational challenges. Saleh, unforeseen. Jan 2024, you were given notice. Unforeseen the lagda, yeah? Misjudgment and planning gaps.
Yeah.
That's just straight neglect, man.
What is it that you would want to hear as a customer? What would make you feel better from them?
You can say, we are struggling to adapt to these rules. Yeah? And then accept the blame for it. If you do that, you build up more goodwill than just saying, this is unforeseen. No.
Do you know that word?
So much foresight was given for this. You can say unforeseen challenges like, we couldn't fulfill the event due to unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, fine. I get that. But this is foreseen.
No, that's it. Those 4 words. I don't know how many emails I've seen that. When somebody basically wants to blanket some excuse due to unforeseen circumstances beyond my control. I'm like, listen, just stop the bullshit. Just tell me ki hoya.
Stop the cat.
Right? Just what is it? Just don't give me this bullshit. Sometimes it is unforeseen, but it's been used so much now that it just means bullshit. You haven't got a reason. You're just going to say this blanket little word and you think it's going to go away.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you are one of those people who wants a brand or company to come out and be like, listen, we effed up. Okay? That's it.
You know what it is, Gordon? Because if you do that, customers are more likely to stick with you. Because if you lie to them, customers know you're lying to them. And at this point, if you've taken the piss, and you're going to see all the videos in a second, of people losing their mind, if you put a bullshit statement out like that, you're going to infuriate them further. Accept you fucked up, take the heat, and you'll recover.
Play the long game.
That's just PR.
Listen, guys, if you need PR management, this is the guy to contact. He understands.
No, I'm not the PR manager. I'll tell you the right thing to do, but when it's about me, I'm sure I need somebody to give me good PR advice, because when you're in it, it's hard to see it. But maybe this is such a lean business model that they couldn't foresee their own PR disaster.
Unforeseen. Logistical.
Unforeseen circumstances, eh? Right. Should we get into a couple of videos?
Come on then.
Okay. This is a dad who actually cares about his daughter. Respect to him. So, for those who didn't understand, and if you listen via audio, it says, "Father says my daughter needs pads. She's bleeding."
She's on a menstrual period. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the problem is they're locked in at the airport. They can't move. I'm assuming you've gone through boarding. I'm assuming that it might be late at night and all the shops are, maybe some of the shops are closed. And now they're asking for basic essentials, which is, hey, can I get sanitary pads because we've run out because my daughter's bleeding? Like, just do something. No. And I get that the airline staff are taking all the heat. It's not necessarily their fault, but they're essentially pleading, can you do something to sort this out? Because this is becoming so flipping inconvenient.
That's a very tricky situation. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. If I'm playing devil's advocate, it could be she's been on her period for a few days, therefore you should have supply, unless it's been checked in baggage and you've got nothing on you.
Or maybe she started at the airport.
Or that's the other side, or she's just started. So then what you kind of need in the situation is, because you got everybody surrounding that table blasting, you kind of need someone to be delegated to, all right, that's priority. This person go and deal with it while these people, keep taking the heat and the flame. Not gonna lie, the Indian mob eyes, you can do the eyes. It's something else. Yeah. Like it's just
did the whites of their eyes.
Yeah.
That's how open they are.
Yeah. So that's pretty. To be fair, the staff, they were quite calm.
Quite calm, or just mentally checked out. Like, I don't get paid enough for this.
That's a really good point you've made there as well. It's really not their fault, right? This is
like,
clearly
if you're complaining to a cabin crew member about the state of the flight, it's not their fault. I get you want someone to vent at because, hey, no one's going to take the time out to write a letter to a person at the company or write a bad LinkedIn review or some shit. No, in the moment you want someone to shout at.
Yeah.
So, they're taking the heat. I remember one time Bal was on a flight, my older brother. He was on a flight going somewhere. Someone was complaining to the woman and he said, "Why is it like this?" And the woman said to him, "Sir, respectfully, that is above my pay grade."
This is Bal saying, or Bal heard somebody saying that?
No, he heard the cabin crew lady say that to
somebody else,
the gentleman who was complaining. And I thought, yeah, fair play.
Difficult, isn't it? Because in the moment we want accountability and you want to feel heard and you want to vent and all those things.
Yes.
And so normally, what's the normal thing if you're on the phone or somewhere? I'd like to speak to your manager. That is like the go-to. This episode is all about phrases. Unforeseen circumstances. I would like to speak to your lead. Line manager?
Superior.
Your immediate superior, line manager. Get them here now.
Do you want to know how Canadian racism is getting out of control? Because the top comment on here is, "Where in Canada is this?"
Wow.
Is that Canada?
Where in Canada is this? Damn, man.
How is that the reception's problem? Are there no shops you can go to? Engineer or doctor demanding a pay rise?
Sorry?
Engineer or doctor demanding a pay rise?
Okay.
Where in Canada is this? Yeah.
The common thread.
Anyway.
So, social contract at the moment, Indy, is it's a very angry world.
Gordon, all the social contracts were broken and they've been broken for a while and people are starting to realize it. That's why. It's not like, it started happening. It's like, no, people are taking enough shit and they're like, I don't want any more. Yeah. Right. Lost luggage. Oh, wait, hang on. Lost luggage. This is how bad some people had it with their luggage being completely lost by getting on the flights, getting off the flights, being moved elsewhere. Side point, when I've been in India and I've done a transfer, I remember people were saying to me, "Oh, just give me the dechi, I'll do it for you." And I'm like, I don't know if you will. Like, I get that stuff in India, there's a lot of layered on jobs very quickly that people just do and it does work. But this guy was like, give me the dechi, I'll put it in the... I'm like, no, I need to take this to the desk to get checked in, to have it be pushed through. So, yeah, not good. Anyway.
Luggage, they are not going to give immediately. Those who have only the cabin luggage, they are lucky, they can go. But those who have check-in luggage, it is going to take a day or two for sure. Because they are telling that they will say that we'll board it. But it is also possible because the flights are there. I mean, the flight is there.
Physical flight is there.
Physical flight is there, so they can very well board it. So they can have that alibi of not giving back us the, because they know. लगेगा वो क्या बोल रहे हैं कि देखिए अभी देखिए जो जिनका फ्लाइट कैंसिल हुआ ना सर, जिनका फ्लाइट रात को कैंसिल हुआ है वो अभी लाइन में लगे हुए हैं, उनको नहीं मिला. जिनका कैंसिल हुआ है इन्होंने खुद एक्सेप्ट किया कि कैंसिल कर दिया करके. अभी हम अपना खुद का कैंसिलेशन करने जा रहे हैं, उसमें क्या.
There you go. Not good.
Initially, I thought he was a spokesperson for the airline, but then you realize he's just a customer who's basically...
No, he's someone who's just figured it all out.
Yeah,
taking
and
the time
explaining
and
to
telling
everybody else. Yeah. You need that.
Clearly, he's
crisis
approached
moments.
it diplomatically. I don't understand why they are speaking in English. Why can't he speak in English, bro?
Sorry?
And also,
What
English is a
that?
bit of a universal language. In India, do you know how many languages there are?
So many.
It's not all just Hindi. Like, come on.
That's a very good point. And the more south you go, the more there is dislike for Hindi. Let's leave it at that.
Really?
Yeah. Like there are certain parts of India.
I thought it was the same for the more north you go as well.
What do you mean? Oh, Hindi?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but much more. I mean, Punjab is pretty north, right? But much more south. They were like, do not speak Hindi to us. We will speak in our language. Don't speak Hindi here. It's not our tongue. Like they're very tribal about it.
Someone said he is the uncle who knows everything. We always have one uncle in such events.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yes.
It's the one uncle that has the wherewithal to just go about things calmly and get the answer.
They become the explainer, right? And then the explainer then has to explain the information on...
and he explains it in many languages.
Yeah. You need that, man, because no one knows what's going on. It's just chaos.
Keeping his head, man. Respect.
Yeah.
Right. This is the one that Goran had translated from GPT. You can give me the translation after, yeah? Okay. This is a lady who has figured out her flight isn't happening and she's losing her absolute mind. So let's get this ready. RIP to your headphones in advance.
Je vais retourner en France. Personne. Je vais retourner en France. Je vais mon billet. Tout le monde, ils ont tout.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't laugh. But there's...
It's the reaction of the people watching.
No. She's standing on top and she's having a go at everyone and she's saying a point.
Yeah.
The camera pans and it doesn't look like French people are going to be understanding a word of what she's saying. They're just looking at her blankly.
And they're not French people, are they? It's just Indian people who are standing there. And that's why I found...
And she's saying something and she's like having a speech and everyone else is looking like, I don't know what you're saying.
There's a guy like very little hair and glasses in the middle and you catch it in his face, he's smiling. He's like, what is she doing, yaar? Like, what is she? He's proper. That's where Indians are really funny, right? There can be the angry mob, but someone else does it. And he's like, this is not the way. We don't do it like this.
This is not civilized. Yeah. Listen, the French know how to riot, okay? Every week shut down in Paris. Every week shut down everywhere, you know, tear gas.
I thought you meant...
Sarianu.
I thought you meant like really far back, French Revolution, guillotine, like proper off with their heads.
Geez, Gordon, you're taking it way too historically. I'm talking about current events, France, yeah? When they want shit done, they riot, okay? Pension year goes up by 1 year. Riots in the street.
Yes.
That's what the French do.
I was there,
this
actually.
Lady is the epitome of that, right?
We were in Disneyland Paris. We'd landed. We were a taxi driver, and that was just happening. We were like, is it safe like to go to, for a day in Paris? He was like, yeah, don't worry, man. All the taxi drivers, everywhere
like a normal
I go.
Tuesday to him.
Yeah, you don't realize this. I was in Budapest recently. That's the same thing. I was like, is it safe? I was like, do you know what? Every taxi driver is going to say the same thing. Anyway, I was like, yeah, bilkul theek hai, no problem. You fine.
Yeah, of course they are, because they're like, come back.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I need to take that with a pinch of salt. But right, so here's what ChatGPT said. So I'll do it. Said, sure. So putting it all together, she's basically saying something like, hey, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Don't do that. Stop it. And it says in a kind of urgent tone. So there you go.
Okay, that was a shit translation. I was hoping for some salacious response, but no.
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 That's it.
The body behind the counter in that video, she's never seen anything like it before. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Thank God there's glass in the middle here, because she'd be scaling up in there, grabbing her up and saying, what the fuck are you doing? Give me my ticket.
That when I made that comment about social contract, that was the clip I was thinking about. It's such a fine line.
This is what I said, I think, in quote. I want to go back to my country. It's you who cancel my ticket. I want a new one, the same as before. I will return to France. I don't need anyone. I'm going back to France. I want my ticket. They have ruined everything.
Okay. Yep.
Ugh. And at some of these holdings, they went up to about, 12 hours? 12 hours of delays? No hotels, no food, no nothing.
It's horrible because I think of it now, and I think of this happening pre-ICM, and I think of this happening with ICM.
Yes, with a child, bro.
Oh
it's
my
got
God.
to be so much worse.
You've got to. I mean, at that point, I would just leave and try and get the money back at a later point. Like, I would just leave, not wait for them to provide accommodation, get my own accommodation. That would just have to be the best play.
But you're in a lucky position to be able to do that. Not many others have that, right? Like, oh, I've got to get a transfer flight. I've got to get my connecting flight. I'm going to miss work on Monday. Like, it all just adds up and up and up, and the stress level just gets higher and higher and higher.
True. But even if you take that example, right, where you said there about work, it's not in your control. If you can't get back, you can't get back. Like, that is genuinely an unforeseen circumstance.
Well, unforeseen circumstances arise again.
Yeah.
They're like, prove it. 1.3 million
Put
views.
on the
clip on
news.
TikTok. Click. There you go. That's me on there shouting. That's how passionate I am about my job and holding these core values of this company. You know?
Just here at the airport and not letting us on the plane. This is proof and evidence.
Yeah.
IndyCar right here.
Why am I American?
I don't know. Do you know what it was? You remember that Harmandir Sahib video? I got the
Which one?
We're here at the Golden Temple. I've got that voice in my head.
Which one?
They serve langar here every single day.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that voice in my head, but then I don't know why you're at the airport and you're just blogging it.
Cheers, man.
This much.
Wild. Anyway, IndiGo Airlines. You are putting Air India in a good light. So big respect, man. Big respect. So you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Just on a kind of final airline point, I had the CEO of Ryanair talking about how they're going to be potentially bringing in standing seat, like not a seat, standing. I don't know what you
That's
call
been
it.
going for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you? It's not a seat, is it? Because you're not sitting. Standing area, maybe. We pay like like you pay like a pound, or like when you're on a transfer bus, or actually just in a normal bus. You know the bits which are near the pushchairs where you've got that cushioned bit where you can just, or the end of a tube, end of a carriage where you just.
That's nice for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I think
I'm not
the point
going to
is
sit there for an hour on that.
But if it's a pound, I think you'd consider it. I think that's his point.
No,
You're right.
I
It's
don't think so.
uncomfortable.
I've paid another $29 to be able to sit on something that has a back and support.
And do you know what? I like that you said that. Maybe India a couple of years ago wouldn't say that, but I reckon a lot of people, it's a pound, I'll do it for an hour or less.
No.
So-
No. Also, I feel like those, that's going to be at the back of the airline, right by the toilets. Yeah. By the toilets. You're going to be like half hanging out of your ass, sitting there like, oh, why am I here?
Yeah,
Get me
because
back to England.
you know those flights are going to be the stupid 2-3 o'clock early ass flights.
Of course it will. And then on top of that, that plane goes down. Them lot are dying first.
That's a very good point. Yeah, what are you going to do?
There is no crash support there.
Brakes position. Lie
There
on the
is
floor.
no oxygen mask coming out of that ceiling for them.
Like, okay, you know when you do like a booking for something else, and you accept the like safety
Terms and
privacy
conditions
statement.
may
Yeah, the fine print's like, there is no safety for you. There is no parachute for you. There is no seatbelt for you. There is no oxygen mask for you. If something happens, you will 100% die.
That's it.
Just-
Done.
Do you
Mate,
still want the
impact
ticket?
landing on that, your legs are going to crack. Think about it. You're just doing this. Done.
Indy, do it again. You'd what?
That impact on the floor,
Right.
normally it will like take it, but that's going to drop through your legs. You've got like 10 broken legs to deal with.
Have you ever seen those shorts where it became really popular? You know that Titanic submarine that went missing, imploded? and it shows like inside what would happen to the human bodies. You know, there's like
Just disintegrates.
yeah. But so what you're saying, like there are all these videos, like when we did the 1,000 gorillas versus one banda, like what would happen type thing, or 1,000 men versus one gorilla. I reckon there'll be some sort of simulation for what you just said there, standing in a plane, and then the good day, and then
Yeah.
so yeah,
God.
aviation.
Right. Next segment.
Confessions of new parents who haven't slept very much and have 1 kilo of pyaz gande gatte. Indy loves
God, I
that.
forgot about that.
Indy loves that.
Yeah. That's one that I need to find. So let me just answer that now. My mum's been staying with us, and bless her soul. You know how Desi parents buy things in bulk? They don't buy things in like little bits. So mum came to the house and she said, "Oh, I need to buy some onions." I was like, "Yeah, go and buy some onions." Comes back. She'd been to like a Desi shop, fat sack of like 2 kilo onions. I said, "Mum, what am I going to do with this?" She said, "Just put it in the back of the house." I said,
Yeah.
"But I don't want to do that. Like, you can't just buy 2 or 3." She said, "No, if you put it in the back of the house." I'm like, "You're going to run back and forth when it's pissing outside, when it's pissing rain outside, and you're going to run back and go and get 3 gunde and bring back into the house."
Right.
Yeah, fine. Okay, mum, whatever makes you happy. Never buy things in small amounts. Always buy things in super bulk because it's cheaper. And in fairness, she has a point. But I ain't got nowhere to store it in the house.
Yeah, there's people buy like there's going to be a nuclear fallout and we need a shelter, and
Yes.
and it's always the most random thing.
Yes.
So
Like
I mean,
gunde, I didn't expect to buy that in bulk. I don't
Oh.
expect my dad to buy like 600 boxes of Weetabix. Like,
I
you
mean,
know,
Sanj loves it, but
yeah. But still, he buys like so many from Costco. He's like, "Oh, you like Weetabix? Here you go. I bought you all the Weetabix."
lifetime supply
1
for
year's
delay.
supply of
I love you
Weetabix.
this much.
Yeah.
So
Mum was on TV. It came on. Oh, Diet Coke at Tesco, 24 cans, £7. She's like, "That's cheaper than what you pay today." I was like, "Yeah, but I only got 8 cans." She said, "Yeah, but you could have got the 24." I said, "And store it where?
where
I don't
where?
have space for this. It's not a cash and
Yeah.
carry. My house is not a cash and carry." Okay.
Yeah, and I think as much as you try and explain to mom that's your work house and your back house and your podcast studio, no, shelves
No.
la de, storehouse bana
Yeah.
de and Costco warehouse. That's it.
That's it. Make it into a Costco warehouse. Think of the apocalypse.
Garden the kilo. You build a building, okay? You have a walk-in warehouse.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and to be fair, your mom and dad's house, they obviously have the space to do.
Oh, they
this
have
operation.
it. Yeah, they have
So-
it there. It's that approach.
It's the model. They've got the model. They understand the model.
Yes, but I'm not ready for that model.
You've not subscribed to it, yeah.
Right?
I remember you saying, I think it was a birthday party at your house or something where your dad turned up with some sort of drinks and you're like, "Not coming in the house. Nope.
Oh my days, yeah. So
Stay-
dad showed
stays
up
in the
at
car.
ours and he bought
Yeah.
like about 10 different types of alcohol, and then he bought in this like crate of soft drinks, like 2-liter bottles of Diet Coke. I said, "What's this?" He said, "Hi, in case you need it." I said, "Dad, I don't need this.
Back,
I've already been and bought it."
back in the
And
good
that
days.
was when me and Sanj had that fight of like, I
Food.
don't need,
Food,
I did
yeah.
not need to buy this much food, and I
Yeah.
kept receipts and I went and returned it because I knew it was
Because
not
you're
necessary.
indie carer. You're indie carer.
No, I am logical. Okay,
You're indie carer.
no, it's logical. It makes sense.
Sanjay's point is there should never be kata at a party, right? You should never have less. There should never
Got
be
it.
that.
There's a Sainsbury's local near me. I can go and get it if we run out that badly.
Yeah, but see again, but that's seen as a stain on a Punjabi household. You ran out and you had to leave. I know. I'm just telling you the optics. Right? I get what you're saying. You are logical and you are pragmatic. I'm just telling you. So from her point of view, I get it. But there is a line, right? Clearly, there is. You can know that, and then there can still be way too much food. But then I know what you guys do. You do the whole doggy bag thing, don't you? Like you get rid of the food.
Yes, we do. So I can get rid of food. So it's
Yeah.
not clogging up my fridge.
Yeah,
The other
yeah.
thing to bear in mind is what else did Desi parents buy in bulk inadvertently? Toothpaste. Because, you know, one amount of toothpaste is not
No,
enough.
toothpaste, and here's the kicker, right? Multi-packs of toothbrushes in case the guest comes and
Yes.
they're, "Paji, मेरे को toothbrush नहीं हैगा,
I don't
थोड़े को
have a
हैगा,
toothbrush.
and then they come out with 5 packs. Baji, which color do you want?
Which
any
one you
color,
want?
any color, pink, blue, green.
Medium thistle, hard thistle, soft thistle. Which one's good for your teeth?
Baji,
Do you want
you want-
animal? Do you want animal protection? Do you want Sensodyne? Do you want mouthwash? I've got
Whitening, you
Listerine.
want whitening. It's like a bloody dental hygiene, can it? It's just, oh my god.
I've
Yeah.
got minted. I've got mint flavor floss. I've got normal floss. Which one do you want?
And then here's the thing, right? So that person stays at your house. They use that toothbrush. Then what are you going to do with it? You have to throw it in the
Bin it.
bin, right? Like, it's not like
Take it home with you.
that's what they should do. They never do. They leave it in your holder.
No.
They leave it in your holder, and then you're like, well, no one's going to use that again.
Well,
Just
then
that
eventually,
actually-
you know what happens to that? That gets used to like clean bits in
That's
the
it.
in
That's
the
it.
toilet
That's
that can't be
it.
got
Yeah,
to
yeah. That's
on the
it.
tile. You're like, there you go,
That's
done,
it, that's
done.
it. That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
What other things did Desi parents buy in bulk, man? Now we're on a roll.
Tissues?
Bro, atta.
They-
You can't buy a little bit of atta. You got to buy like 2 kilo, 5 kilo atta minimum.
Atta's fair. We have a lot of storage for atta, but tissue boxes,
Tissue boxes, kitchen towel,
yeah, toilet roll,
toilet roll. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, these things are practical, but the thing is, it's not wrong, but you must have space.
Do you remember that toilet roll shortage?
Yeah,
COVID?
lockdown.
Bro, I think my dad contributed to that because when he heard about it, he went to Costco and bought like 3 fat, massive 36 packs, brought it home. He's like, I'm good. Even
No.
though he has a fucking lota. I'm like, why do you need that then?
Because
Use a bottle to wipe
No.
your bum. Why do you need this?
he's gonna flip it, right? He was gonna make a profit. He's like, you run out of toilet roll, you come to CSK,
Oh,
and I
God.
will charge you £50 for this toilet roll. So you don't worry. Yeah, that was a big issue. The thing also with Costco is like, because we have the tissue boxes, it's not a small pack. Like the standard pack is 24 boxes. It's a lot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So one is you got to have space for it. But number two, this is the more critical thing I've seen is there's nothing worse than you buying stock, but then having no way of knowing you've got the stock. Is basically forgetting.
Mm.
So then you think, I'm going to go Hanny. And then you go and buy more stuff. And you're like, then you realize you had that original stock. And, oh my God, then
Yeah.
you get really pissed off.
That's
right?
actually happened to me already. I bought 3 bottles of Fairy thinking that we ran out. Like I bought one by one gradually over the year. And I looked in the cupboard. I was like, oh, it's just hidden behind bare shit. And I thought I need to clear out this whole thing, take stock of what we got,
Need a system
and then
on it.
figure out, okay, maybe I don't need to do that again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a side point, but do you know on Facebook now you can pay to not have ads?
No, I didn't know that. And I
What?
bet you pay for having you
Yeah,
little
I
wanker.
Yeah. But no, but it's good. I'll tell you why it's good. Because I kept getting targeted into all those Temu things. And I kept, you know how we talked about this
Do you
before?
know how you can do that already without being targeted? You can just
Go on.
simply switch off all your ad settings and basically opt out of all the things on Facebook. There's websites that tell you how to do it.
How to do it.
I've
Okay.
done it all. I don't get any ads on Facebook now.
That's good. What I will say
Because
is like,
I've made my profile dumb, in quotes.
a good thing. But there is a thing I have seen, Temu, which is, see, the biggest problem we have in terms of storage is we don't use vertical storage systems. Basically meaning, like, do you understand the vertical storage system?
No.
So say you pull out like a drawer and say your jeans, rather than being layered like this, as in you have to pull out every one to get one, they're like this. You can see all your different like jeans all rolled
Right.
up and you can pick one out without disrupting the rest. It's the same with any kind of like products. So a good thing that would be useful for us is like under a sink, for example, if you're keeping like fairies, whatever, if you had a way of pulling out the drawer so the drawer came out rather than having to go your hand go in and like do all this fumbly shit. That is quite useful. And the other thing is having like, if you can implement like a shop system. So for example, like part of our bedroom, we've got our dental supplies. The mouthwash are just in a line with mouthwashes. So then I know when there's like 1 left or 2 left, it's like, all right, get another one, bang, that sits in front of that. And that is the only thing in that line. It's not mixed with anything else. Same with
That is
toothpaste, whatever.
so overly optimized. You
Yeah,
don't need that.
I know. But the system works, right? Like we don't overbuy
Thank you
now.
for majoring in minor things today.
I've told you so many times. But you know what? You're a father. This is your episode. I'm not going to say anything.
No, you can say it. Go on.
you
You haven't
can't-
seen me for 3 weeks.
I know. I've spoken to you. I've spoken to you a lot, but I realize I haven't seen you on camera
Actually, no,
Or-
4 weeks.
in a long time. Yeah. Yeah. I've told you numerous times. Once you've majored in major things, you can major in minor things. That's the
That's right. No, you
caveat.
can't.
That's
No,
the
you can't.
that's the
No, you
caveat.
can't. No, you
That's
can't.
the caveat.
You can't have majored in every major thing. Come
I'm pretty happy.
on. Okay.
Yeah.
Find a more efficient way to do things that will help the society in dunya. Yeah. Not mouthwashes in a row.
Wow. Wow, right, clip that. And so Indi's translation, like, सालिया तू कोई दुनिया दा सेवा कर, तू अपनी mouthwash दी सेवा करी जाना.
That's it. There you go.
I love how you assume that I'm not doing those big things for the world, but
Absolutely not.
Okay. That's fine. I love you too. Yeah, we digress. So Mom's been there, and extra pair of hands.
Well, yeah, extra pair of hands because you had a baby. Yes, we have had a baby boy. His name is Sean. Naming a child is very interesting. So when you name a Desi kid or just a kid in general, sometimes you come across names that are lovely, but then other people have just tainted it because you've met a terrible person in life. We have many people in our life that have this.
Let's just caveat this, right? Caveat here is a lot of the names on their shortlist are bad Bhangra people, right? There's lots of Bhangra.
No. It's not bad Bhangra people. It's bad people from uni, bad people from X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to say the names because
we're not going to say
upset.
the names.
Yeah.
But you all know who you are.
But some of these names were on there, and I thought, oh, okay, we can't do that. And rapidly, we just ran out of bare names. And I thought, all right, sack it. Let's start again. Bring all the names back and just say, if we name our kid this, they will therefore be okay in the future because we're going to be naming our kid this all the time, so it will lose its old meaning that we once had associated with it.
I love how that's how deep you had to take it.
Not to say that Ishan has tainted it. Wasn't. It was actually a very nice name. But we just came up with it over time. And then we're like, oh, that's actually a very nice name. And then
you want to do the full name in its entirety, the revealing. Tell us about the tradition.
Ishan Sabbar Singh Kera. That's his name.
And there's a Kera tradition, isn't there, Indy? What's the Kera tradition?
There isn't a Kera tradition, but we're making it a tradition now. So I have 4 names because that's what my granddad gave me. I was the third child. He mixed my mum and dad's name, gave me a middle name. So I thought, let's do the same for Ishan, but it's not really mixed of mine and Sanjay's name because that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But Sanjay wanted to name him Sabbar, and then I said, that's a lovely name, but it's too short. And I feel like in this generation of naming kids, everyone's doing really short names, very succinct. There's no like Jeet, Inders, Bals anymore. It's just like really short first name.
There's a reason, Indy, because they're just not good names.
No, they're fantastic.
They're not. They're really not.
Listen, Inderveer is a great name.
No, see, a Veed, I'd say, is a higher caliber. This is really controversial. I think a Veed is a higher caliber than a Jeet or Pal.
Fair.
Okay, like Veed is cool.
But there's some nice Inders out there. Yeah.
Give me an example.
I just pointed out myself. Yeah. Because my name is 2 ends of a name put together. I've said this many times.
Yeah. But you were saying that like we're talking about suffixes, right? The end of names. There's no good Inder.
No, there's loads of end of Inders. Barinder, Gurjinder.
Not good names.
What's wrong with that? Harjinder. No?
It's Haj, isn't it?
Mohinder.
Becomes Haj, isn't it?
What?
Becomes Haj. I think what we're saying is you're right about the shortening of names. So Akam is a good example of that. But I feel when people have the short name, they actually use the full name because there is nothing to shorten then after that.
No, they can't. You've done it already, EK.
Yeah, I'm saying you can, but Akam is still like, it's not difficult. People will get that. Rather than Akam Jeet or Akam Preet.
It is when you have to say the analogy of saying her name.
We don't use such analogies, do we, Indy?
Let's tell people the analogy you have to tell the white people of how to say your kid's name.
Let's not.
I'll say it for you. It's Ekam, kind of like Peckham. Yeah, right. There you go. So,
Shindy,
come on, Geese. You're telling me
Shindy,
that there's not like some greasing of the old vocal pipes you got to do to get the Gorda to say it.
Indy said it. I didn't say it. Just
no, I said it
to
give you the get out of jail free card. That's why I said it. Yeah. I'll do the server for you. All right.
But just coming back to yours, Ishan, Sabbar. Yeah. They're equal in waiting. I don't understand your difference in the point you just made.
No, Ishan is slightly longer. I was like, look.
No, but say the syllables.
Say the syllables. You don't have to have that.
Say the syllables.
Ishan.
Yeah, Sabbar. It's the same, bro.
Yes, I know. It's just a little bit longer. I was like, look, that feels like it's more length.
That was your whole why one is better than the other. That was justification. And
also, his initials are similar to mine as well. But yeah.
And Sanj let you have it based on this is a bit longer.
Stake, that is also why. Yes. People were warning us saying, don't name your child before he's born. He might not look like, an Ishan. I said, what does that mean? When he was born, I was like, he looks like an Ishan, thankfully. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny. I think it's less so about the he may not look like an Isham, but it's the whole superstition, like, don't do it before the baby comes. I think the people just get caught up in funny things like that.
Whatever bakwas that is. So yeah, we had a baby boy. Very blessed, very lucky. Would have been happy with a girl as well. For those that are like, oh my God, you're only celebrating a boy. No. We actually both thought it was going to be a girl because Sanjay's family, her sisters have all had boys. So when we went to go and find out the gender scan, which I recommend everyone to go and do, get it done separately if you're able to afford it. We had it done at a private clinic because I was going to the F1 with Gurdon and Raj that week, and our NHS scan was going to be done on the Friday when I wasn't there. So we had it done privately. It was really nice. They changed it like blue, which is cool. Sanj started crying. I said, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Because I really wanted it to be a girl." Because she really thought it was a girl.
Genuine crying, wasn't happiness crying.
No. It was like happy tears, but she also thought, she was so certain that she's gonna have a girl. She's like, "Come on, like it makes sense." But when they were doing the scan, and I saw the baby move that much, I was like, "Girls don't move that much in a scan." I was like, "I'm pretty sure it's a boy."
We were pretty convinced it was going to be a boy as well, and it ended up being a
Really?
girl. Yeah, that was a private scan as well. Why do you say you recommend that people to get a gender reveal?
Not a gender reveal. It's just a gender scan. It's just a bit nicer.
Why?
The room's a bit.
Because no. I mean, no. I need to probably understand what you're saying then, because a lot of old schools say you shouldn't find out the sex and should be surprised. And why are you trying to?
This is each their own. Yeah, I'm saying if you're going to find out the gender of your child, yeah, I suggest.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying
having a private scan booked.
Got it.
Instead of just doing it on the NHS, because the way they're telling the NHS is it's a boy. Like it's not like they kind of have like a bit of build up, but they also make it a bit nice.
Oh my God! That's all right, cool. Translation. Indy's like, if you get a private scan, it's like a Christopher Nolan reveal. Because it's cinematic. I wish they played
music, bro. Let's go.
You're like, Dark Knight comes on. It's a boy.
The lights in the room were changed to the color. I was like, yo, delete.
You think darkness is your ally?
Yeah. So,
oh God,
that was cool. Yeah. So the baby came a few weeks early.
Pause.
Nothing to worry about.
Do you know when you're at the gender reveal scan? And you know, obviously, when they're doing the jelly and they're prodding around, because the thing is, they don't tell you straight away. They have to do a bit until they're there. Yeah. What were you doing at that point?
You just sit there and look and be like, can I see anything? Like, am I looking for something?
Yeah.
Is there a pee-pee to look at there?
Yeah.
Like, is something protruding that I can?
But there's nothing useful you can do in that time. Do you agree with that statement?
You just sit there. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
All right. So when we were having our gender reveal scan, Ash's cricket was on. I was just looking at it on the phone just to check the score.
Okay, that's knobbish.
Listen.
No, Gurdon. There's a special place.
Listen.
Special place in Kaliug for you, bro. Honestly.
Oh my God. Kaliug is here, bro. I wasn't watching the cricket. I was checking the score because the guy was getting ready.
Fucking were.
Nothing was happening at the time when the reveal was actually going to happen. There was no phone, right? But Shindy will remember this point often. She's like, "You were watching the cricket, and there's always cricket on every day." And I'm like, "That's just."
Why couldn't you just be present for that minute?
Oh, bro, I was present. See, this is the thing, right? The whole scan was like 30 minutes. We're talking about 1 minute of that time. The other 29 minutes are accounted for.
Yeah.
So So anyway, fine. So you did the right by Sanj. Carry on.
Yeah. Baby arrived, all good. I've got notes on everything that happened because it's just been a fucking blur, man, the last 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Okay, number one, why do all your appliances spontaneously shit the bed at the worst time? For example, my built-in microwave broke. My dishwasher broke twice in 3 weeks. My tire popped. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this baby making me buy so much nummy chija when I don't need it?
Life is testing you.
Bro, I did not need to be
You
tested.
thought life was hard now?
That microwave, that little bench microwave here, it was
You've become my friend's dad. You've become my friend's dad.
Yeah. Bench washing machine, yeah. Right, that fucking microwave, it fits into perfect dimensions. Right. You have to buy it to fit perfectly through another retailer supplier.
Right.
How did you spend your Black Friday, Indy? I bought a fucking microwave that was a built-in microwave. What did you buy? Yeah, fun. And I know a few years ago, this little Indy over here bought a Shark Hoover on Black Friday. I know. Adulting. Fun.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, I used to buy Xboxes and shit on Black Friday, Amazon. Flash deals. Yeah? No.
None of that. No.
None of that anymore. Life has changed.
You're like,
responsibility hit.
got a baby. I got all these savings. Oh, there they go.
Yep, there goes all the savings. Pop goes to savings. Right. Number 1, all appliances shit in the bed. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, life. Tire. Yeah, tire pops.
did-
They're like,
did
oh
you-
yeah, by the way,
did you
all
not
your
wanna-
tires are fucked. I'm like, no. Not all the tires are fucked. I'll change 2. I ain't changing all 4. All right.
Yeah, that's kacha, man. That's kacha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking
I mean,
£8 a tire. I'm like,
if you can
okay,
get
I'm
away with a
not dropping
repair,
320 today.
get a repair if you don't have to replace it. But obviously, if it needs to be replaced, that's a whole different thing.
He looked at it. He said, Budgie, this is worn out. I was like, okay, fine. I said, what about the back? He said, that's okay. I said, yeah, good. I ain't paying for the back one. Front, because it's front wheel drive.
Yeah.
So at the front.
Batmobile.
Yeah. Huh?
The Batmobile.
Absolutely, the Baby Mobile. Anyway. Number 2, left the window open in our house because, you know, hover and stuff. Yeah, hover. Fucking Billy comes running into the house.
Do you know
I
what's
walk
funny?
upstairs,
Do you know what's
shit myself, thinking, what the hell is this? The Billy's looking at me. I'm looking at the Billy. I'm like, what are you doing here? Start chasing it around upstairs. Eventually runs down the stairs, opened the front door, hushed it out. I was like, great. So, you know how you have moments in the day where you're like, oh, I've got this much gum to do on my checklist for the day for the baby. Yeah. Fucking nuclear bomb that. I was like, forget that. I need to go upstairs and I'll clean the whole upstairs, wipe everything down,
Decontaminate.
there,
Yeah.
everything, cross-contamination. Fucking hell, that took an hour and a half out of the day. I was like, great, this is fun.
I know your house. Like, I've been there many times. And so when you tell me these things, I'm like, how can all of this happen in such a small space of time? Like, what are the, like, if we were placing bets,
yeah,
bro, like these are odds of 1 to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
Sare cheezaं ਟੁੱਟ ਗਈਆਂ.
Yes.
Billy, like you're talking about that the Pac-Man, ex-Pac-Man room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know that window. Like just what possessed the Billy? It never comes in before.
No,
But
it came in
now-
once before a couple months ago. Now it's coming in a lot. I'm like, oh, it thinks it's home here. Yeah, fuck off. Right.
So how
So-
do you stop this happening now again?
Just open the window.
That's it. Yeah.
Or if you open the window, just open it by that much. Or if you're going to open it, stay in the room. Anyway, so that was that.
Yeah.
Sanj also had this bright idea of when her dad came over and the microwave broke. Said, oh, Dad, can you help Indy just like pull it out? And then that turned into, oh, you want to take out the microwave? Let's take it all out. Let's buy a new one right now. Let's go to the shops. Let's go and get it. Let's reinstall it. And I looked at Sanj, gave her the dirtiest look. I was like, woman, why have you just said this now? Like, I did not need this. And I gave her one look and she looked at me as if to say,
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
She activated.
And I was like, it's fine. It's fine. Inside, I'm like, this is not fine. Right, I did not want to do this. Then eventually I had to get Dad to chill out, stop looking at things online. I said, no, I've ordered it. Made it for lie. I've ordered one. It's coming. It's coming.
She activated the agent, that Alpha Jack.
Yeah.
Once AJ gets activated, he will not rest. Let me finish. He will not rest until the job is done or something is broken. The bed.
I was worried he was going to break more things. So I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So yeah. Did that, sorted that out. Eventually all appliances were fixed. Yay. Right. Next one, number 3. I didn't know what tiredness is until you have a sleepless night with a baby. Fuck me.
Can I show people the picture, please? This is the picture of you now.
Can if you want.
So do you know when Sean came along?
We spent 3 days in the hospital because Sanj was recovering post C-section. And the baby had to be checked a little bit because he was early. Wow, I didn't know you had a group. Why have you got a group?
Because the lads were like, oh, we want to send gifts and stuff. And I was like, that's fine. So I organized that.
What lads?
Some of the lads. And I just, did this just.
That was raw tiredness. Yeah,
I love it. And then, right, here's a nice one too. Actually, I haven't checked with you if we can share.
Wait, hang on. This might help me. I had an order come through from someone to my house and it had no name in it and it was a gift.
Yeah, what's a gift?
Is it from one of your mates?
Might have been. Well, it's one of your mates as well. We know all these people.
Yeah, but I don't know who's in this group.
Yeah, fine. It's, content creators.
Okay.
What was the gift?
It was a sleep suit, like a big puffy sleep suit and like a little toy with it.
Okay, some of them said what they were sending, some didn't say what they were sending. Now, do you remember there's a photo of you feeding a Sean wearing a Lakers top?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Don't show that.
Someone shared that in the group straight after.
Pretty much, man. Yeah.
Pretty much. And he is your hero, so I thought that was quite fitting.
Thanks, man.
But coming back to your
yeah.
point, tiredness, like it's an abstract word until you actually experience no sleep. Or like, you know, when people talk about films about sleep torture.
Yeah.
Well, I love your face right now.
Do you know what it is? Because
Get on YouTube and look at this face when he goes, rewind that when he goes, yeah, the trauma, yeah.
Because what happened was two things. Number one, staying in hospital on that little shitty chair that has no
Sorry.
ability
Sorry,
to recline.
what do you want, sorry, in the NHS? It's had a private suite.
Listen, I heard some of those chairs have a recline on it. And I was like, oh, I might get one of those premium Marla chairs. No, I didn't get anything. Got nothing.
Indy. What's the one thing you said to Sanj during her pregnancy, right? About you two, and about we always take the scenic route.
Oh, we take the scenic
right?
route.
You are never going to get the reclining chair, okay? Not you. If anybody's going to get it, it's not you.
I fucking hoped, man. Because what happened was one of our mates who recently had a kid, he said, oh yeah, I left the ward, and then on that day, one of the nurses said, what, you didn't know this? And then she pulled the thing and it reclined. He was like, what the fuck? So I was looking at it desperately, like, have I got one of them? Like,
bro, no, you had the one with legs, right? And you're like, there's nothing to come out here.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So bless Ange, she actually made space for me to sleep on the bed.
Nice. You had a bit of a spoony
So
situation.
I could sleep a little bit on the bed next to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, after we brought him home for like the first day or so, or 2 days, we both slept with him in the same room. And we thought, let's make sure that he's like, okay. Bro couldn't sleep because any noise he made, I was like, is he all right? Is he breathing? Is he okay?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Hyper alert.
He hasn't made a noise. That's weird. Hyper aware. To the point where the next day, I think I had about 1 or 2 hours sleep. And I'm sat there, I've done a bunch of stuff, and I was about this close to tears, tiredness. And Sanj said, are you all right? I said, I just need a nap. I said, you look like you're about to cry. I said, I just need a nap. Went upstairs, smashed an 1.5 hour nap, and I was fine.
Did you watch that video saying of Shia LaBeouf?
Gordon, you've sent me this video about.
But you've seen it, right? No, but you get it now. Like, that's the point you were at.
I got it beforehand.
What do you mean? You got what beforehand?
I got it beforehand. The first time you showed me, I was like, yeah. I get it.
But it's a point, right? There is a point where you think, I'm broken. Like, there's no like, I'm at the bottom. And then the next day, you go even lower into your words. You're like, Kali Yoga Narak and everything, right? You just keep going, and you're like, people say, it's the greatest blessing you can ever have. And they're talking about it in the abstract. They're not talking about the actual, like when
the day-to-day is like 5% that, 95% nappies, running around, burping, shitting, pissing. This kid has pissed on me so many times.
Tell them about hallucination. Tell them about the hallucination you had.
Which one?
Oh, the ceiling must be dripping.
Yeah. So they won't let you leave a hospital until your baby's had a really, really bad, basically until they've done the first shit. Yeah. They will not let you leave. So after he did his first shit at like 4 a.m., I was like, okay, I just need to wipe this off. No. So Sanj had like these cotton wool things. You can like apply Vaseline and get it off. I tried doing that. It wasn't happening. And I wasn't used to him screaming from having his bum wiped. And it's 4 a.m. and I'm tired and I'm stressed. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? I'm panicking. Straight panicking. And the good thing is, a midwife has come in at this point, and she's like checking Sanj for some things. Like, she's checking her baseline. She said, yeah, you're not doing a great job. Just pass it here. So she cleaned up Sean for me. She's like, yep, just give me this. She went fucking, how I'm doing it all softly. She went fucking rough. Get it all off. Yeah, straight off. She's like, he'll be fine. I was like, yo, why are you twisting my baby up, man? What are you doing? Yeah, help with it, sorted it all out. I was like, all right, cheers. Then I think I changed him later that evening or in the night or whatever. At that point, there's no concept of day or night in the wards because it's all dark. There's no light. It's just artificial light and nothing else. So I was like, okay. At one point, he's like, I've changed him and I put like a wet wipe on his willy because I don't want him to like pee on me. Yeah. That was my grand thought. He's now like he's got like water going on his face. And I was like, yo, is the ceiling leaking? Like, what the fuck's going on? And I was like, Oh shit! No, he's pissing on himself. Yo, okay. It's actually... But the fact that I was so out of it, I thought the ceiling was leaking on my son, not him pissing himself, was crazy.
Let's go back right to when about the party, and you said how you're pragmatic and logical. I love how logical Indy thought.
Yeah.
What must be happening is that the ceiling is leaking, right?
Yes.
Not that you waterboarded your own son with his own piss.
He waterboarded himself. Right?
You did not take control of the pipe,
He
right?
waterboarded himself, Bashara. Yeah.
And then you're
Oh, God.
shit. Oh.
Bro, for some reason, I have this hidden task or like this hidden knack of getting him take a steaming shit. I don't know how it happens, but you know how like some people won't burp him hard,
Right?
Because I go for it because I know he needs a lot of help. But as I'm doing that, no, I don't do the back. I do the rub. I don't do the pat. He's not able to support his head yet, so I do the rub.
Okay.
Rub his back really hard. Put him on my knee. Rub his back. Rub his back. I think I rub him so much that he gets heavy bowel movements off the back of it.
Now, anybody who knows anything about Indy knows that bowel
Anything about
movements,
this podcast. Yeah.
anything about this podcast. Yeah, actually, we talk about bowel movements a lot, but in the Veer, Indy Jagge, has bowel issues. Let's call it that. So the fact that Ishan has broken that, right, Indy, and is just shitting freely. And I'll also say, during the pregnancy, remember when Ishan didn't seem to move much as well in the day, you would be called in to do the special get Ishan moving as well. That was also
I just talk to him and then he started moving.
And just be like, And the thing is, Indy would talk to him like he's the coach of some team, like, come on, Ishan. Like, come on, wait, come on.
Listen, just kick him on one time. Just so I know you're all right.
And then
you do it. I'm like, there you go, done. He's fine.
Yeah. But he'd properly do it. We were on that staycation and we saw it and we were like, whoa, Indy is like the baby whisperer, man. Like, he can just...
Yeah, so now I'm the shit whisperer, which is great. I get the aggressive shit at night time. And the worst thing is, when you, I had him on my lap once, I was rubbing his back and he strained and then it just went boom. Like you could feel it in your leg. I was like, yo, it felt like somebody just ejected me in my leg.
Something drops. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay, let's not change him just yet.
No, well, see, this is the thing. Like that line is so
you have to
fine.
Wait. You have to wait.
You have to wait, but if you wait too long and then you see that first spot on the baby grow, you're like, it's gone through. Everything has to be changed now because their shits when they're just milk phase pre-foods are very liquidy, right?
Yeah.
So when that tatti comes through, you're right. If they're still doing it, fine, you got to let them to do it. If you leave it too much, it goes up the back, and then that's a whole different thing. Then that's
I'm
a whole
learning
operation.
that he does it in waves. So he does like one, and then he'll do like little bits again after.
So you're waiting for that to end and then go in.
Well, I've got a terrible shit story for you. So we went to Gurdwara to go and say our thanks to God, etc. And it was nice. It was on a Friday. I thought, it's going to be quiet, etc. Nope. I forgot weddings happen on Friday, so there's a lot of people around.
This is morning.
Went to the other
Divan hall.
Darbar hall that we didn't get married in. So went to the second smaller one. Mum did an adas. And then because she's able to read Gurbani, she read a passage out of what is it?
Maharaj.
Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. That's what I wanted to say.
Mom took a hukamnama. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but she read a body, but apparently the body and the page it was on was apparently relevant to having a baby or something like that, or something to do with Ishan.
But it was a random.
And she said,
random.
Yeah, it was a random page in front of her, and she started reading it.
Ang, not page.
Sorry, Ang. Yeah, and I thought, Mum said, that was odd. Didn't expect that to happen.
No, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not odd, is it?
Yeah, but still, right?
So that was nice.
Anyway,
Mom read the hukamnama. Very nice.
That was nice. That was a nice moment. Went downstairs, ate, and Sanjay's dad was with us, and he said, "All right, chili yakar." I said, "No." He said, "Why?" I said, "Well, I need to burp him now. He wants a feed, so I got to heat that up.
Right.
I've got the milk. I'm not going anywhere for like a good 30 minutes."
And it makes no sense to do that. Like if you have a position, if you have somewhere where you're set up, you'll find this when you holiday with Ishan as well. It's like, right, this is base camp now. You look at things, I'm like, toilet there, high chair there, this there, changing here, and you just set up.
Done.
And you lock in. Yeah.
Did that, fed him, and Dad said, "Chili," I said, "Dad, I've got to burp him. We're not going anywhere." So he's in like this rush to go. Eventually he leaves. We've been to the changing room already once. There's like a full changing mat, etc. in there, which is nice. Changed him in there. He was all right. Sanj did some feeding in there, which is good. Then I could feel him going again. I was like, okay, we're going to go in the car. Let's just change him again there. And this is when he did one of his aggressive ones. I was like, okay, let's go change him. I call him Punamis. It's like a tsunami of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Great.
So start changing him. I thought, okay, this is fine. This is fine. And wearing that, that pink Pokemon shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was wearing that. I was like, let's look nice today. Let's make some effort. Feeling all colorful and shit. Literally. Changing him, wiping him, get the next nappy out. And then he starts moaning. I was like, oh, he's just moaning because, I'm wiping
doing
him
the stuff.
It's
Yeah,
like being
cold. Yeah.
And then you just see like more shit just projectile at you. I stepped back, got it on my arm, got it on my top, but he done it all over the walls, the sink, the floor, I think a bit on the mirror. And I was like, how the fuck? And the best thing is, at that moment, all you can do is laugh. There is no point getting angry. You can just laugh because he makes this happy cooing sound. Like he's proud of himself.
He's like, nikal gaya hun. That's it.
He's like, I'm clear now.
I'm
Beat me."
relieved. Yeah. Next.
So our chop was wrecked. Managed to save it, thankfully. But
Right.
yeah, not good.
So you're
Not good,
there
man.
amongst all this shit now, having to salvage the situation. And that's the thing, right? Like you said,
get on with it, bro. It is what it
what
is.
else is there? There was nothing else you
Yeah.
had to get on with it. Yeah.
It was cold outside. I had to carry him back to the car and like the what you call it?
Baby seat.
Not the pram, the baby carrier. Yeah,
Yeah.
had to carry him back, and you're carrying him back, and he's heavy as fuck. It's cold. I'm like, but there's no point. Like, don't complain. Just get on with it. There's nothing you can do.
There's no one to complain to.
No.
There is no one.
The ward that Sandra's on, people say, I want my country back. Yeah. There were barely any Gore on this ward. It was a lot of,
Sorry, you talking about staff?
no, I mean,
The
people on
people in
the
labour.
ward that had kids. Yeah.
having children, other parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Barely any Gore. It was
Okay.
majority like up there, people abroad and stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the room smelled like a bungalow night when I walk in there every day. Like it was bad. I was like, wow. And Sandra couldn't smell it because she's in there all day. But I
Right.
walk in and I was like, no, I can smell it. It's bad.
Darker.
Because obviously the heating's on so high in there all the time.
Yeah.
You're not able to shower.
Yeah.
What else can you do?
Mush,
Like,
mushkindi.
yeah. Yeah, it's bad. I was like, okay, damn. Felt for it.
Yeah.
And those midwives in there, some of them are on the dirtiest power trip I've ever seen in my life. Fuck me. You might find a good one. You might find some that are nice. Some of them are just straight assholes. But what I learned is,
Yeah.
if you learn their names, if you're nice to them, if you ask them politely with everything, you'll be able to get things by. For example, Sandra would say to me, go home in the mornings at like 6 a.m., sleep and come back in the late afternoon, swap with her sister. Yeah. So that way someone's always with Sandra at all times to help her. This buddy at the ward, the midwife, was refusing to let people in unless it's visitation hours. And then I was like, look, I got to go to work. It is what it is. And she's like, oh, okay. I said, I need to go to work. I need to let her sister in so she can look after Sanj. I said, can you guarantee me that you're going to do it? She's like, well, I can't do that. I said, okay, what's the issue? Well, apparently one dad was angry the other day and he was banging the door down because he wouldn't let him in. I said, why didn't you let him in? He said, because nobody was available on the front ward. He said, yeah, he's panicking because he can't get in because he's worried about his kid. But that was her new artificial rule she made up, like no one's allowed in. Eventually, I managed to just swindle it past the people at the front to get her in. Then a couple of days later, they said, you need this green wristband to
Right.
wear around your wrist to get in and out.
Right.
So I had one given to me. I didn't tie it on, gave it to her sister, got one for me later. And then I'm like, oh, we both have it, whatever. We can just go in and out. They found out on the last day that I shouldn't do that. We're like, oh, well, it's done now. We're going home. Bye.
Yeah, sadly, it's not just the NHS, but sometimes people do self-invent rules. Sometimes, even if they haven't invented rules, there are rules. But when you really stress test the rule, it's not really protecting anyone. And I think as long as people are reasonable, as in let's call you the customer, and this is exchange or the patient or whatever, as long as you're being reasonable and safe, you're not compromising anything, then these things, you're right, there's no real rule to these things. It's basically, as long as you're not a dickhead, everything's fine.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, then you find some midwives that are just completely unhelpful. So I said
Yeah.
to one of them, "Hey, can I get a fork? Because I have fruit cut up at home. I wanted to eat it." And she said, "Oh, we don't have forks." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "So how do you feed the mums then?"
Yeah,
And she's like, "Oh,
back.
we have a kitchen." I said, "Okay, can you go to the kitchen and get me one?" She's like, "No." I was like, "Why not?" And she said, "Because I can't leave." I said, "Are you going to the toilet or something? Can you not pop by? Like anything?" No, just straight refusal. Like, all right, sweet. Good to know. Good to know.
That example there is a part of one is the frame is that's not my job, and the other
Yeah.
part of the frame is I've never been asked to do that before, and so there's people sometimes don't have to react to that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's such a reasonable thing you're asking for. Just a
It's a fork.
little bit of resourcefulness. That's literally all it is. That's
That's
the
it.
big frame here. Could we possibly do this? Would it be too hard for us to do this? How about this? Like there has to just be a reasonable, society. And the thing is, the more senior you go, it becomes more reasonable. Like for example,
More unreasonable.
No, more reasonable. So, for example, if there's something I want it to happen, and at the level you're describing is not happening, I speak to consultants. Say, look, is anything wrong with this? Are you happy? Then it will just filter down, and it will all be fine. But it shouldn't have to come from the top.
Yeah,
But sadly, that's sometimes what happens.
yeah. My other point is, don't be too proud when you bring a baby home to like accept help. Take as much help as you want, man. Like if people are going to offer it and they're taking time off work or they want to come on weekends, I'm like, look, I'll give you a bed. I can't promise I'll cook, but
Yeah.
if you're happy to have the baby, change his nappy, and feed him while I run around and do everything, that's fine. So if people are willing to do that for you after you have a baby, take it. Don't be like, I need to struggle through it. There's some pride in it. No one's there to like pat you on the back afterwards saying, well done, you struggle through it. Just take the help, honestly.
Compare that to how you felt pre the baby coming. You guys had a system, didn't you? Like a rota kind of system, didn't you already kind of in play?
Yeah, we kind of knew that we'd need a few people around, and then my mum and Sandra's sister were around a lot.
Yeah.
Both her sisters were around a lot, so it was good to have people around. Like mum would make food.
Yeah.
Sandra's sister would do night shifts with the baby, so we could get some good sleep. Like all those things.
Absolutely, you need it. You need everything.
Yeah.
There's no way
Desi
around
pride
it.
does not get you anywhere, so don't be too proud. So when a baby's born, you buy laddu, mithai, etc. Great. You're meant to go and drop it off at people's houses, saying, "Hey, congratulations, we've had a baby boy." And then you're supposed to go to your in-laws or go to other people's families or say, "Hey, this is from our family now," etc. Sandra's dad did like half of that. He's like, "I'll bring the luggage to the house."
AJ, your house. Be specific.
Yeah, I'll bring it to your house. You got to distribute it and get it to Birmingham somehow. I was like,
as in he's saying this to you or your mom?
To me. And he also said to Sandra's sister, like, "Oh, take this and give it to like your family in wherever she's from." Like all these things. And I thought, Dad, come on.
What,
You can't just, he's like, "No, I've done my bit."
What, the art of delegation?
Yeah, I'm like, Dad, you can. You're retired. You have a car. You can go and drop it off to people locally. I'm not expecting you to drive to Birmingham.
I feel
We
like
can go and do the local
translation
trip.
here in Indy's like, what else do you have to do is what you want to say, but obviously you can't say.
Yeah.
Right.
But apparently, according to Stan, she said, no, what he's done there's a lot. That's a lot for him.
Oh, okay. The step to get all
That's
the
good to
laddu mithai and everything.
Yeah. That's a lot. I was like, okay, I did.
And you have to remember his rigorous daily routine, which is very well documented on this
routine.
podcast. Cannot be
Goes
broken
to the
in
gym, do every machine. Yes.
Indy, 4 pieces of toast, lad. All right.
4 pieces of toast first thing in the morning. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
AJ.
When a child was born, he had to be checked over a little bit, so we had to take him down for a scan.
Yeah.
Now you can't carry a newborn baby down. Apparently, he had to be taken in a wheelchair. Sandra had the operation, so she couldn't. So I had to do it. So I'm holding him in a wheelchair, being rolled down. People give me looks like, "Sorry, am I losing my mind?" I said, "He's a newborn. My wife's had surgery.
He's faking it.
I've got to carry him down."
He's faking it. He's on benefits. He's faking it. That's what people think.
Clearly, yeah. Get him to have like his checks over. I jumped the queue. I felt bad for everybody that I jumped the queue ahead of who were like waiting there, but I'm like there with like a 6-hour-old baby. Come back upstairs and they're pushing me through, and my mum's outside and she's on the phone. And this is the first time she's about to see her grandson. I was like, Mum. I was like, what? I said, do you want to see your grandson for the first time? She's like, oh, yeah. Hangs up the phone. Sorry, Benji, I need to go. Bye. Comes over, looks at him. She's like, oh. I said, were you really about to just be on the phone to someone and not look at this and take this moment in? She's like, sorry, I didn't realize. Like, always thinking I need to tell everybody else the updates and not thinking, oh, this is the moment I should be here for. So, yeah.
I love that. That's quite similar to your dad when he finally realized you're having a baby. Like, that's nice.
Oh, fuck. I haven't done that. Next week, we'll go through all the reactions. Let me write that down.
That's I showed somebody at work today, and he absolutely lost it when he had die date. Like, just, do you know the voice note I sent you? After hearing it, I was just like, it's so pure comedy gold.
Yeah. Shout out Dad, man.
Top G.
For those who don't know, the things we're talking about, go and check out Indian Doctor TikTok, Instagram. It's there. It's one of our most viewed reels of like the year. So yeah, you'll easily find it.
What did CSK do in India when he found out?
He drove to my wife's Pind and went to go and give out laddu. Yeah, very nice, very very nice of him. Yeah, right. Just a couple of things on Gurdwara etiquette.
Right.
It's very weird when people come up to you and they're like trying to take a picture of me and the baby and Sanj. I'm like, I don't know who you are. Why are you trying to take a photo of us?
Who are these people, sorry?
And random people at the Gurdwara, they were like coming up to say, oh, have you done this? And they get their phone and they're about to do this. I said, excuse me. They're like, what? I said, why are you taking a picture? I'm like, oh, sorry. I just wanted to. I'm like, but I don't know you and I don't think that's appropriate.
I still don't understand the context. So just this is the day you've gone
London
with
Hall,
Mum.
sitting there,
right,
eating
with the Sean. Sean's like
burping him.
Yeah. And a random person has come up to you and said, can I take a picture of your baby?
Two people, like they're talking to us and then they try to get the phone out to take a picture. I'm like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, I can't say that's ever happened, so I'm really surprised. Just as surprised as you. That's
weird. I was like,
really
that's
weird.
Odd behavior. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. That's really weird.
Second thing, other people are like, hi, he's so young, he's so small. Why are you bringing to the Gurdwara? I said, well, why can't I? Why are you telling me the things I can't do?
Do you know that statement? That is a perfect. If you don't take them, to Gurdwara nahi lagega. And then if you do take them, the vaccine nahi lagega. Like, there's always somebody who will say something at any point. And the other thing about being small, he's very young. Like at that point, he's supposed to be that small. Like that's not a.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because they have all the other the kind of.
It's not like I've underfed him or anything.
In the background, it's like the mara and the good khalandeni.
He's not malnourished. He's fine.
Yeah.
Weirdos, man. Absolute weirdos. Lastly, last point. When you think your baby is burped, he is not burped. There are many levels to burping, and you keep going until your arm fucking hurts. That's the rule. Okay.
Until you have stitch in your forearm.
Until your forearm, and I've got this one's fucked, yeah, but I have to power through. All right. Until your arm
where's the splint?
In agony. Huh?
Where's the splint, lad?
I took it off because I had to. I had to splint it for a little bit, do the rehab. It's not fixed. It's still bad. I have to wear this small thing now. It isn't fixed.
Indivi's been exposed. He never needed it. See, when it came to it, he had to take it off and do his job.
I swear to God, yeah. One day when I meet you in Sachkhand, I'm going to say, okay, number one, make him feel the pain that I felt when my wrist was fucked. So he can never talk shit to me again. Yeah. Just make him do that and then make him burp an artificial baby for 3 hours with that pain. Gadla, go.
Okay, two points. Very happy that in your imagination that we're both in Sachkhand together.
Absolutely.
What I will say, because that is eternity, you need to give me space when we're there. There's no podcast happening when we're there. just bro, if we've made it there, just do your own thing, man. I'll do my own thing. I'll acknowledge you sometimes.
No. That's not happening.
We're not holding
hands.
Friends
for life, bro. It's happening.
Oh my God.
Friends for life.
I'm gonna request Babaji send you to Kalyug. Number two, I thought you were about to start that sentence. When I find you in such, I'm going to slap you with my.
No.
Hold on, bro. Oh my God.
No. I'm going to be like, make him feel the pain. Make him feel everything. All the problems I had, all the back pain, all the issues that he claimed I was making up and pretending that it didn't exist. Make him feel it. Make him do all the karma I did with those ailments. And then get him to apologize. Thank you. Right? That's it. Okay.
Then get him to apologize to me.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. You've got this all thought out, man. I know it wasn't your
but
thoughts every day.
Yeah. Burping
Yeah.
the child, I swear to God.
Yeah.
You do not know that if they're burped or not. It's all guesswork. Because when you get a big one, you're like, he's done. No, there's more little ones in there somewhere. And he will tell you or she will tell you. Yeah.
There is no blueprint. Every day is school day. Every day
It's
you
all
think you got it
instinct, bro.
figured. Yeah. And that's hard to explain to a new parent. Like, people just keep saying, you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll know. And all these type of phrases. I was like, it's not helpful to me. I'm a prepper. I need to
No,
know
it's not.
now. Right. And then it happens and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. I got it. I mastered it. Next day. Oh, that framework doesn't work anymore.
No, that doesn't work anymore.
Doesn't work anymore.
I thought I found
No.
out the best way to burp him. Last night, 2 hours rubbing his back, nothing. I was like, geez, come on, work with me. Like, give me something. And then eventually put him on my shoulder and you hear it. I was like, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
The next thing you'll find is there's obviously you go through a point initially, which is they have no sleep cycle, no sleep pattern. They just they wake up whenever they want. Then you get to a point where they actually start to sleep a little bit, and then you're like in a nice rhythm. You're like, oh, you can sleep through the night. Then they stop sleeping through the night, and you'll Google this term for the next 4 years or whatever, a couple of years. It'll be like the age, and then you're like sleep regression,
Yes.
sleep regression. You just, because the thing is, I reckon there are articles that just be made to make parents feel happy because they need an explanation. Because sometimes I don't think it is, but we just need to know, oh, it's okay, it's a sleep regression. That explains it. Fine, I can deal with it now. That just pisses you off, man. But you've got this all to come.
you're like, oh, it worked. Today.
Today, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not the same baby.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. But like I said,
Yeah, man.
the happiest thing that can ever happen. But the day to day is really tough. Yeah, the day to day is really tough.
That's it, man. Locked into this for
Life
next 18 years. And I said to my mate, does it ever stop?
doesn't end.
He said,
18
what? I
years,
said,
bro.
the worry.
Yeah.
He said, do you want the best for your kid? I said, yeah. He said, then it gets worse. No, it never stops. I was like, all right, cheers. Thanks, man.
The stakes get higher because your involvement gets less.
Yeah.
The stress goes up, and that letting go, right, is tough, man. More responsibility, more in the open world, more picking your own friends, more having conversations. Like all this, people keep telling me it's not that it gets harder or easier. It's just you're dealing with different things as they get older. Initially, it's very doing things, but you intensive, and that's tiring. Whereas later, it's more mental stress. It's like, are you going to get a job? Do you know what do you know what you want to do with your life? Do you want to get married? Like, it's that type of stuff.
The
Right?
answer is always, I don't know. You're like, oh,
The answer is, मैं Thailand jana. I'm going to go discover myself, and then I'll marketing करनी है मैं. You worked it out.
confusing times, man. Huh?
The thing is, you worked it out. And you'll sit with Isham one day and be like, son, don't worry, man. Maybe I didn't know what I wanted to do. I used to do Bhangra. I went on.
Listen,
I went on Karantaji stag and fell asleep in the corner. of a
by
club.
then, he will do, what's he going to be doing?
AI.
The only thing that's left is being a tradesperson. That's it. I'm like, I'll pay for your trade school. Go on, off you go.
Sensible.
That's literally it at that point. I'm like, yeah, you'll make a profitable business out of it. I'll do your marketing. You'll be fine.
Yeah, great. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy. I'll support his venture.
That's it. That's me. Podcast back in business, hopefully. Unless anything changes. But yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your support this year. We will still be doing a couple of things up until the run up to Christmas. Might take a break. Let's see. But yeah, man, much love. Thank you to all the well wishes, all the comments, all the DMs, all the PR, man. It's been quite overwhelming. Didn't expect my dad to be such a popular figure amongst everything. Thank you to you, Gordon, for holding down the fort. Thank you to Aman for jumping in on the episodes. Yeah, man, it's been good. Oh, and by the way, Spotify Wrap came out. Sanj was in the top 0.01% of Diljit listeners in the world. So there you go. That's probably not going to happen next year because, nursery rhymes and shit. But yeah.
All it's going to be now is Bart and nursery rhymes. That's literally all it is.
Pretty much.
Siddiqui. Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Anything to add?
No, Bahut khush. Very happy for you. Boss.
Thank you.
highlight of the episode. We're going to be in Sachkhand together forever and ever. Revelation to me.
You're my gateway to there, Karan.
Oh, Waheguru, Waheguru.
Thank you.
Menu bakshade, hai na?
Even though Shindy sent me a Spotify Wrapped, and that was heavy on Jeopardy Stab, I was like, Shindy, you're my gateway now.
Yeah. To be fair, let's just clarify that point. That's my Spotify account, and it's just that when Ekam wakes up in the morning, when we say da da da, good morning, that plays. So really, it's whose account gets the credit, right? So yeah.
Thanks. All right, people. See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Indie and Doctor podcast. Please check out the rest of our episodes here. Don't forget to subscribe here, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.